Today is April 21, 12:08 a.m., and we saw unusual options on eBay. So we are going to answer the question, will eBay go up or will it go down? Especially since earnings is coming up on April 26. So as usual, let's get right to those unusual options. You'll see here at 10:51, which was about 90 minutes ago, there's these contracts, 6,000 of these April 28th, 3,000 of the same dates, the different ratios here, different strike prices, 40 strikes puts, 42.5 strike puts, and the 46 strike calls. So what does this all mean? We know that this is an earnings trade because this is April 28th, right after earnings. So let's dive deep down into this and figure out what they all are trying to tell us, what they're doing, these large institutions. So April 28th, 7 days away. So here we are. These are the 42.5s. You'll see the volume here, much greater than the open interest again. And you'll also see the 40 strikes, also greater than the open interest. These are opening orders then as well. Here we see the call side here, the 46 strike calls. So you'll see we also have our positions in them here. And what they're doing is selling the 42.5 puts and buying the 40 strike puts. Basically, this is selling a bull put spread, but then they are also buying an additional 40 strike put for a hedge in case eBay crashes after earnings. So that's helpful. And this is the 46 strikes, which helps the trade if eBay rallies, right? So what happens when we put this trade together is you'll see something like this. Let's say we sell that and we buy two of these, and then we buy that 46 strike call. So what you'll see here is a trade like this. It looks sort of like a straddle or a strangle, and basically the price has to move drastically either up from the current price of 43 by the expiration, or drastically down and you'll be profitable. So this is our profit loss on the y-axis. Anything above that line here is profit. So the loss is going to be if this trade doesn't move very much. So you'll see here, if we kind of zoom in a little bit more, this range here at expiration here, from here, this is the expiration line, and here, well, here, right, and here, this price range here is a loss, right? Anything above that, well, not much of a loss, right? Because this blue line is still above that zero, right? You'll see that when we hover over that, it's that $11 credit we get when you do this trade. So keep in mind, it does take 250 buying power, because you see these puts here. This put here is actually selling a bull put spread. So that the strike difference here is 2.5. You'll see here the 40 and the 42.5. So that's 250 buying power. If you want a quick way to figure that out, we'll put a link up here. If you have info cards, there's a very quick way to look at your buying power. Just click that and you'll learn that. And so this trade is expecting quite a move for earnings for eBay in an uncertain direction, right? It could either go up or down. It has to move drastically for a good profit on this. And so let's look at that break even again. So on the upside, it just has to be anything. It has just anything above where it is at this point. But for the downside, we have to break that 37.6 by expiration. If it starts dropping even before then, you have a higher break even. A break even can actually be all the way over at 38, but let's assume at expiration 37.6 is that break even. So where is 37.6? Well, let's kind of zoom out a little bit. So here we are. Zoom out even more to see how eBay's been trading since it's, I guess this is the lows back in October 2022. 37 point, so that's around 37 is around here, right? So it would have to drop below that for it to be profitable. So in case this earnings is really bad and it drops below that, otherwise it will be profitable if it goes up, and it would not be profitable if it sort of stays around this range, this price range here. We have actually a little leeway here. So if we look at the break even here, it actually starts from 42.46. So at 42.46, so anywhere from here to about here, this is the loss here. This is a loss if it drops in this range after earnings, and anything here, yeah, this is profit, yeah, loss. Okay. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give us a like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified whenever we see these unusual options.